Right now you have the ability to summon for one of the best R6 PvP espers in the game, and that is R6 LIAN. A little reminder for those who don't read patch notes, the next phase of event espers is going to be Sakura, and in this video I'm just going to go through which one is going to be the best choice, whether it's R6 Sakura or R6 LIAN. Now what about the other options that isn't LIAN or Sakura? Let me just blitz through them real quick. I didn't cover Ethan or Fatum Sisters, but Fatum Sisters are free. Ethan is still pretty decent in PvP, but you don't really need him anymore as opposed to back then. Ahmed is outdated. Uran is only useful for Forbiter, but I don't think it's worth it to summon for him at all. For the main character, Osana, I don't think she's worth it to summon at all. She's decent for some of the bosses. For Dark Starlight, she's decent for Team 1, but that's pretty much it. She doesn't really do much for Forbiter and for Sonica, and I haven't seen anyone running her in APEP or anything. So there's that. Now as for R6 LIAN, the keyword here is she is a PvP esper. While she is one of the best PvP esper in the game, she is pretty much exclusive for PvP only. If you look at any of the Ritual Miracle, in Chronos, she's not being used because the thing with PvP right now is you just want to have the fastest team possible. And LIAN doesn't really offer you anything for speed. A lot of protection, but nothing for speed. So she's not going to be any useful for Chronos. And then for Andras, it's the same thing. She doesn't offer any speed. Now, as for the Falsetto Fantasy bosses, she's not being used for any of the three, except for some players for Counter Sonica. Because when it comes to Counter Sonica, the boss is hitting you like crazy hard. So some teams do utilize an R6 LIAN for the healing, but she's not really needed. And as for the DISLYTE Lens, she's not going to be used for Shadow Glow because again, she only provides protection. She doesn't really amp up your damage or anything. In the leaderboard, no one runs her. People run Ahmed over her because Ahmed does provide with a little bit more damage and also some healing as well. And then for Shadowfire, it's the same thing. She doesn't add anything to the team. And we already have a free-to-play option that can provide enough sustain for the team, being Fatum Sisters. You just need her to be at R0, which you can get for free, and then she will just spam this second skill. Now, for PvP though, those who have her at R6 will run her. If you go to the leaderboard, she's in pretty much every single team. That's the rank 1 team. Let me just run through some of the teams and you'll see that the players that have her at R6 will run her. Okay, this guy doesn't run R6 LIAN, and he's rank 4. There's another R6 LIAN, R6 LIAN, R6, no R6 LIAN again. Let me just go to rank 50. Let's see if he has R6 LIAN in his team. No R6 LIAN. Okay. No R6 LIAN. But yeah, there's a lot of R6 LIAN in the top 100 because she is still one of the best PvP units in the game. Now that we've gone through R6 LIAN and how she's not that good for PvE, but she's one of the best PvP units in the game, I don't think she's worth it to R6 anymore compared to R6 Sakura. She's worth it to R6 if you have additional wish stones, but if you don't have enough wish stones to go for R6 Sakura and R6 LIAN, then I would just skip on R6 LIAN. Especially because the Temporal Tower Ripple box gives you a fragment of the LIAN fragments, right? So if they give enough of these boxes, you can get her ripples just from the Temporal Tower. So it's not really worth it to go for wish stones on her anymore, in my opinion. Sakura on the other hand though, is good for both PvE and PvP. And just saying she's good is very underselling her because she is one of the best PvE units in the game. Now the first area I'm going to go through is Falsetto Fantasy. If you guys have time, just go into any of the Falsetto Fantasy bosses, go to rankings, and look at the formations. Everyone in top 50 has a R6 Sakura. Especially for Forbiter and Dark Starlight. For Sonica, it's not that impactful. Let's just take a look at the top 30. There's R6 Sakura, R6 Sakura, R6 Sakura. I'm just gonna go down the list and you'll just see R6 Sakura across the board because she adds like 10 to 20 million to any team you put her in. She's just that good. Unless you put her in like a full support team, then you're not gonna get any value from her. But if you put her in a team that has at least like 1 DPS, that DPS is gonna be boosted by 50% attack, defense, and also 50 speed. And all of your supports are also going to have 50 speed additional. So from rank 1 to rank 28, all of them have R6 Sakura. In top 30, only 2 people have a non-R6 Sakura, me and my guildie right here. And then we go down the list, there's an R6 Sakura, R6 Sakura, R6 Sakura. See, this is way too good in Falsetto Fantasy, man. So top 40, there's a total of 3 players with a non-R6 Sakura. She's not that good for any of the Ritual Miracle because she needs to build up, but she is one of the best supports for 2 of the Desolate Lands. For Shadow Glow, if you have an R6 Sakura, she's gonna net you a lot of points. 87 million is pretty insane. There's another one, R6 Sakura, and then another R6 Sakura with 70 million plus scores. And then the other boss is Shadow Gale. If you take a look at the leaderboard, everyone in the top 10 pretty much has an R6 Sakura. There's 1, 2... Okay, a Grogoro doesn't use R6 Sakura, but this is an R6 Unas. There you go, R6 Sakura again, R6 Sakura, R6 Sakura. No Sakura here, but look at the point difference, right? 133 million average as opposed to 118 million average. 20 million less average. That's insane. And more R6 Sakura down here. Now she was nerfed, quote unquote. It's more like a bug fix, but they keep this bug for like 2 patches in a row. Because if you take a look at the leaderboard for Shadow Stream and Shadow Fire, where she should be petrified in the first place, she wasn't petrified because of her R2. If you take a look at season, I think it was season 9 when they haven't fixed it yet. Yeah, there we go. Oh no, season 10 they haven't fixed it yet. It's season 11 when they fixed it. Yeah, when they fixed season 11 and Sakura no longer works in, you know, the Shadow Stream and Shadow Fire, no one is using her anymore because she gets petrified. So she was way more OP back then, but even with this bug fix, she's still very good because she's gonna help you in Shadow Gale and Shadow Glow. And now it's more important than ever to focus on PvE, especially if you can't do well in PvP. Right now my knockout is a mess, so I can't really score top 64, but because of PvE I can rank 19 in the leaderboard ranking, so I'm getting the top 64 rewards right here. And if you get R6 Sakura, she's gonna help you a lot with this section because she's gonna help you in 2 areas, which is the Shadow Gale and also Shadow Glow. And as for PvP, I don't really need to go in depth. You can just take a look at the leaderboard. Everyone in like the top 100, if they do have an R6 Sakura, they will run R6 Sakura. If you have an R6 Sakura, you will run her. There's no 2 ways about it. She's just good in any team. Obviously, the best team for her is going to be the Wuyu team, but you can also run her outside of the Wuyu team, like with R6 Daji and stuff, or with Momo. That's also another team that you can run her in. There we go. This guy is not running R6 Sakura in the Wuyu comp and instead runs her in the Momo and Daji comp. That's another team that runs R6 Sakura without the Wuyu comp. Moving forward, she will be in the best teams. Whether they release like a best new DPS for PvP, you're gonna run that new DPS with her alongside. And right now the best DPSs in the game is Wuyu for PvP, I mean, and Daji and Momo, right? Those 3 are like the best of the best in PvP right now, so you want R6 Sakura to be run with them. Yeah, so from rank 1 to rank 30, everyone has an R6 Sakura. So pretty much everyone in top 100 has an R6 Sakura. I think there's maybe a handful of players that don't have R6 Sakura. There we go, that's 1. But not that many. She's extremely good for PvP. So, as for the final verdict, whether you should go for R6 LIAN or R6 Sakura, if you can tell already, it's definitely gonna be R6 Sakura. She's gonna help you a lot in PvP. She's gonna help you a lot in PvE. And especially with how the game layout is right now, where you can focus on PvE and PvP, you definitely want to go for R6 Sakura so that you can get better daily rewards, as opposed to going for R6 LIAN, which only provides you with PvP rewards. And that's about it. Ciao.